Do you have histamine intolerance and you're trying to figure out what is causing it? Well, it is mycotoxin sensitivity. This is what I learned over the course of my journey of over 20 years. And my daughter and I both had histamine intolerance. We were reacting to all these different foods and, reacting to all kinds of different foods that had histamine in them, but it was mycotoxin sensitivity that was actually driving it. And that means that there are mold toxins that are in the air that we had become sensitive to, and our immune system constantly produced all these inflammatory molecules, constantly produced histamine, constantly was secreting histamine. So our histamine levels went up. And as we were having these reactions to the mold toxins, our DAO levels getting depleted. Every reaction we were having, it was depleting our DAO more and more and more. So now we're in a situation where we had high levels of histamine, low levels of DAO, and now we're reactive to all these foods, this histamine in the foods. So we started to try to remove histamine in our diet. But we realized that, yeah, that made improvements, but it didn't help us get over it completely. So the reality was we were living in a home that had mold toxins, and we were reacting constantly every breath we took. And since the immune system had created antibodies to these mold toxins, now every breath we took, it was surveilling, looking for them. And every time that I inhaled, it would see there was a mold toxin that was present, and it would cause a release of histamine from the immune cells. I didn't even have to eat food. You see what I'm saying? So the actual cause of the histamine intolerance was, and almost always is, mycotoxin sensitivity. If you don't believe me, go to mymycolab.com, do the test. You'll see your IgG levels or IgE levels will be elevated. And this is common when people have histamine intolerance. So if you still are dealing with this, then this is the cause. I'm telling you, this is what it took me 20 years to figure out. And of course, you need to go ahead and get your key nutrients right. You got to get your magnesium, selenium, zinc, trace minerals, all these things right. Of course, you got to get your gut right. Of course, you got to change your diet to heal. But you got to understand what's actually causing it, because if you keep living in a house that has mold or mycotoxins and you try all these other things, they're not going to work. I went down that road. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to heal from histamine intolerance, mast cell issues, etc. The reality is, it's your own immune system that's causing the problem. You got to figure out what's irritating it. It's not the histamine in the food. It's something's aggravating your immune system, and they are the main producer of the histamine. Histamine in the food is irrelevant. It's your immune system that's producing the histamine, that's making your levels go up high enough that you're becoming intolerant to what's in food now. Reach out if you have any questions.